all know building a effective professional network is important to making our business successful. And most people say, well, I'm pretty good at Facebook and I have a good social network, so I think I want to be good at business networking. And I don't necessarily think that's true. I thought it would be worth a few minutes to describe the contrast between how someone should approach those two different networks. So when you think about a social network, it's very organic. I met somebody, I ran across them, I went to school with them, I want to connect with them, I'm interested in what they're doing. That's fine, I love that. But in business networking, it's much more structured. Our function is, to make our business succeed. So it has to be intent driven. So I just don't want to connect with a bunch of random people. I want to figure out who those people are and prioritize my engagement with them. So it's much more structured. That ties to my second point, is that spontaneous, organic piece that makes social networking fun. Actually, it will do you a disservice in business networking. We all have so much to do in our businesses that if we kind of just go down this spontaneous route, we probably won't have time to allocate to those relationships that really matter. So think about planning how you allocate your time in building your network, what events you go to, who you connect with, how you follow up with those people makes a big difference. That ties to my third point, that meandering part of the kind of personal social network is great, and that's part of the fun, but targeting your time is so important in business networking, because if a deal is coming up, you want to figure out who those people are and how you get those connections in place so you win that deal, right? That's not meandering, very intent driven. And I think fundamentally, the mindset's different. When you're social network, sitting on Facebook and chatting with your friends, that's a terrific outlet. It kind of, I pour a glass of wine, I relax, chat with my friends. I think that's very different than when I'm driving my business and thinking about, how I'm going to win the next deal, make my payroll. So it is kind of two different sides of the brain, even though the aspect of social engagement with people is the same, the approach is very different. So think about that as you're thinking about, hey, what part of my brain am I using today in terms of building something for fun or something to make my business successful?